the most three useless country for Africa. Nobody can tell me. Start countdown from 3. Number 3, Namibia. Namibia, that country when we say that they use 2x2 and zinc to the build house. Let me Namibia. And Namibia, don't get me wrong, they have a very fine place. But that fine place, not the blacks, they stay there. The white apartheid, and they stay the beautiful place for Namibia. So the blacks, they for inside desert, use 2x2 and zinc to build where they sleep for Namibia. One of the useless country for Africa. Number 2, South Africa. South Africa is one of the useless country for Africa. That South Africa, now you see, and I see this video. The white South Africa, the white apartheid, use fence separates the black South Africa and the white South Africa. The black South Africa they inside slum, while the white one seems to be put for the other side, see everything they there. And they there, and they'll get mouth till they talk. That is South Africa. Then and Namibia get the same fate. So very soon now, the white might decide to send them out of the land. Who knows? The Ogakpata of the the most useless for Africa. Number 1, Ghana. Ghana is the most useless country for Africa. I can't have to say now West Africa for the most useless. You see, this Ghana, you know, they are so obsessed with.
Hello guys, welcome to Amazon TV. I hope you are okay. You know, before I used to be angry when I see or hear Nigerians speak. Not all Nigerians are having this problem. I don't want to say maybe it's a lack of education or what, because some of us in Africa, we are not educated, but we are not behaving like them. So if I hear or see someone saying you are speaking or behaving like this because you lack education, not all uneducated people behave like Izilwane. Some people, they are uneducated, but they have respect. Their brains are functioning normally like any other human being. They have conscience. They know their boundaries. You know, you understand all those things. So that is why, for me, it's not about education. Yes, of course, education is very important for all of us to open our minds and all this. I think the problem of a human being is how they were raised, how they grew up, where they grew up. Because we have Nigerians like Chimdi, and I collected this video from his channel. One of the few Nigerians who are thinking differently from other Nigerians. He is always condemning what these Nigerians are doing or saying, because this thing is embarrassing all of them, is disgracing all of them, as if all Nigerians are like this. So I upload that guy and other few Nigerians who are still fighting for the name of their country, who are still fighting for the name of their nation. Because the rest of Nigerians, they don't see anything wrong with how they behave. And you will ask yourself, if Nigeria as a country is a problem, you will ask yourself, how come other Nigerians are thinking like normal human beings? Why are they not like this? So that is where I get to a conclusion that it's not about the nation Nigeria. It's not about that country. It's about how you grow up. I don't want you to get me wrong. I know sometimes it's very wrong to blame parents, because sometimes parents, they try their best to train their children, but the children, they just go astray as if they were not raised very well. Even here in South Africa, we have children who were raised very well by their parents with respect and everything. But that child will just behave as if he or she grew up in ghetto. But the problem with Nigerian parents is how they respond if their children are being blamed or accused of committing crime in other countries. They will defend them. They will fight for them. If you are, as a good parent, you cannot defend a child, even in your presence, that child was naughty, and you are not even there to see if that child is truly committing crime, is doing something wrong in that country, but you are defending him or her. In Nigeria, I followed most cases in Nigeria. If you hear that Nigerians are misbehaving in Ghana, parents in Nigeria, they would make a lot of noise. Nigerian mothers even formed an organization of protecting their 419 sons. It's a Yahoo Boys Mothers Association in Nigeria. So it's very difficult to say parents are not aware of what their children are doing in Nigeria, because they are defending them so much, knowing very well that those kids were not skilled when they left their country. They were not educated, most of them. So if you send your child to another country to go and make money, how are you expecting that child to make money without skill, without any education, without anything? And you are busy pushing, you are even selling your land to say a child must go to another country to get rich. How are you expecting that child to be rich without education, without any skill? Of course, you know you will do whatever other boys are doing out there. And they are even saying it. We are watching their movies. Whatever that we are watching in their movies is what is their life, is their real life. Go abroad and make money like other boys. Even if that boy is refusing to go, to say, I don't know what to do out there. I hear that abroad is very difficult to make money. They will say, go and do what other boys are doing out there. Parents. So really, I don't blame them that much. I blame their parents. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think on the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, and share the video. Thank you so much. Bye.